My name is Shafali. I am CEO of ICSS Engineering. We have IOT Cloudware Solutions, which we have done another video, an introductory video of all the solutions that we are offering and how they can be cost effective for you. This particular video is for your reference that we will be giving demonstration of how we acquire data over Modbus RS485, how we lay data over Modbus RS485, and how we integrate it with our cloud solutions. So the architecture that we have here today, we're on the basis of which we are going to give you demonstration, is as follows. So we have an energy analyzer which acts as a Modbus slave. Its slave ID is set as 1, and then we have a daisy chain network. Down the line we have a variable frequency drive from Schneider. Its model is LTVAR31. Again, it's a Modbus slave and its ID has been set to 2. Then we have another PLC down the line on the daisy chain network, which is Delta DVP SX2. The Modbus slave ID is 3. And then ultimately the last point for this daisy chain network in this case would be our IoT Cloudware gateway, which will be getting data from all these 3 different systems over RS485 and communicating it to them in real time. And then this IoT Cloudware gateway is sending data across to internet in real time to our IoT Cloudware server. Then no matter wherever you are globally or locally, we can use any of the web clients on Windows system, Mac system, Android, iOS, Windows-based systems, through which we can monitor and control our equipment. For the purpose of this particular demonstration, we will be specific to Android for now. We'll make another video for the iOS application. In this very case, just to demonstrate it further, we also have attached a motor with the 3-phase VFD, which will certainly play with in the architecture that we have just discussed on the whiteboard. So I'm just going to give you an overview. So we have set up a MacBook which has Safari on it. It's going to act as a web client. Then we have a Windows-based machine which is running Chrome on it. It's also going to act as a web client. And further to that, because we'll certainly be interacting with the Delta PLC on which we'll be doing our simulations, data simulations. So we have the Delta WPL software installed here, which we are going to use for the simulations. And if we come over here, we have our IoT gateway, which is a regular Raspberry Pi. We have configured it to acquire data or lay data over Modbus RS485 and send it to the cloud. And then from here we have a RS485 converter, which is again then daisy chained to the energy analyzer, from energy analyzer to the VFD, and from the VFD to the PLC. Then we also have an Android phone, which is actually Nokia 6, and we have an application running on it. In this particular case, what we are going to represent or demonstrate is that just imagine if there is a power plant, say it's a 50 megawatt power plant, and we want to monitor its process over web interface or mobile application. The idea, this is just to give you an idea that we can actually monitor any of the PLCs or DCS data, because all of the PLCs and DCS and the instrumentation usually supports implementation of Modbus RS485. So in this very case, what we're going to do is that we're going to do some data simulations on the PLC using the WPL software, and ultimately we'll be looking at of how our dashboards are reflecting the change in the data, and also we'll be referring to the mobile application if it is showing or updating the data in real time or not. So let's go with it. What I'm going to do here right now is that here, just to give you an overview, we are showing 2 pumps here. There are a couple of analogs here. There are a couple of discrete signals there, which are just to show you the alarms that we may have on any of the facilities. And here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to simulate pump 2 run status. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to energize, and as I energize it, certainly the data is gonna get sent to the IoT Cloudware server, and from the server it should be updating our interfaces. And I'll also be referring to the mobile application that I have. I'm gonna just change the state of this pump. I've already given it a command. Okay, so you see pump to run status has changed, and then here we have on this Windows dashboard, Chrome dashboard, pump to run status has changed, and on the mobile application pump to run status has changed. So let's go ahead and let me change some analog value for you. So say for example we have discharge flow there, which is currently indicating value of 100 if you look at the dashboard. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to change it to say a value of say 55, and now the data has changed, so we should be seeing the data updated soon. And okay, so it's already 55 there, and if we look at this dashboard here on the Windows PC, its value has also updated. And if we look at the mobile application, then we see that the discharge flow 1 value has changed to 55. And now I'm going to simulate say one of the alarms from the PLC, say for example flow 1 signal loss. Okay, so that's another discrete for us. I'm going to just scroll up and come to this point. I'm going to just set it to say on. Okay, so you see it has immediately changed. It has updated the value. Let's check it out on the Windows system. It has also updated here on Chrome. Now let's check out our mobile application. That is flow 1 signal loss. Okay, flow 1 signal loss, its value has been set to 1. These are just to give you an idea of the very basic interfaces, but they can always be extended, they can always be customized per the requirement. And in this very case we're discussing in the scenario where our gateway is acting as a Modbus master, but we can always configure it as Modbus RS485 slave, which we're going to cover in any of the other videos. We are certainly gonna link it to this very video as well. So I hope to get that idea that getting data from the plant is not an issue for us. Getting data directly from the instrument is not an issue for us, as long as they comply the industrial standards. We have tried to cover the standards which are already in the market, which are new to the market, and which are also the future to the market. And here I am referring to OPC UA, which is the future of how I foresee those things. I don't know whether you agree with me or not, but that's just my prediction, and that's what the technologists are saying. Thanks for your time and attention.